We conducted an investigation into the illegal whistleblower, who was involved in the report, the governor and others, and imposed disciplinary action on the basis of the report itself. The report of the third-party committee on the document whistleblowing issue established by Hyogo Prefecture, published on the 19th, clearly pointed out the illegality of the series of responses by Governor Saito Motohiko and others. Many of the assessments were more severe than those of the Prefectural Assembly Special Investigation Committee, Hyakujoin. Although the report is not legally binding, it is inevitable that the headwinds against Saito will intensify. Following the publication of the report, Saito, who responded to an interview with the press, repeated his previous view that the whistleblowing document is highly defamatory. However, when asked about the individual points at issue, he evaded the question by saying, "I would like to examine the contents of the report in detail." The report did not treat the whistleblowing document as a whistleblowing, and stated that the disciplinary action taken against the whistleblower, the former director of the Nishi-Harima Prefectural Affairs Bureau, was clearly illegal, and assessed that the action based on the whistleblowing was invalid. The committee also reviewed 16 cases of power harassment pointed out in the complaint and recognized 10 cases as power harassment. Regarding power harassment, the committee also mentioned that the harsh reprimands to employees not only had a negative impact on their mental health, but also made employees who heard the reports feel intimidated and worsened the work environment. The committee also recognized the repeated reprimands and instructions over a long period of time via chat at night and on holidays as power harassment, and also found that the accusation of the former director at a press conference of lying was also included. In a press conference, Fujimoto Hisatashi, chairman of the third-party committee, said of the findings in the approximately 250-page report, "This is not a harsh criticism. This is the standard." In the 100-article committee report released on March 4, Saito was also recognized as possibly violating the Whistleblower Protection Act and as de facto power harassment. Following the committee's conclusion, Saito said that he would like to work hard on the recommendations to take anger management training and to create rules regarding gifts. However, he insisted that, if there is a possibility of illegality, there are other possibilities. Regarding relief and recovery measures for the former director's disciplinary action, the committee did not give a second thought, saying, "The action has been finalized." Furthermore, Saito also mentioned that they would consider whether to make the contents of the former director's official computer, which contains his private information, the subject of a request for disclosure of information. In response to the request for disclosure, the Prefectural Personnel Department, which is in charge of the matter, concluded that the information should not be disclosed, stating, "We do not believe that disclosing this information will resolve the confusion in prefectural government, and there is no public interest reason for disclosing it." Saito, who could be seen as not taking the Assembly's criticisms seriously, was criticized by the third-party committee's report for not showing an attitude of accepting them head-on. Chairman Fujimoto evaluated the creation and distribution of the accusation by the former director, and the public interest whistleblowing led to the improvement of the prefectural organizational structure. Regarding the personnel department's decision to refrain from disclosing the private information suggested by Saito, he said, "I am relieved that they demonstrated their self-cleaning power." Kitano Minoru, Secretary General of the largest LDP Prefectural Assembly Group, praised the third-party committee's conclusion, saying, "It is an objective and accurate judgment." Kato Takashi, Secretary General of the Prefectural Assembly Group of the Japan Innovation Party, said, "The governor should read it carefully to see where he went wrong, reflect on it, and explain it to the people of the prefecture in his own words." Masuyama Makoto, Secretary General of the Dynamic Association, which supports Saito, expressed surprise, saying, "There was more mention of illegality than expected." Shiratori Hiroshi, a professor of modern political analysis at Hosei University Graduate School, said, "If the governor, who has been found to have violated the Whistleblower Protection Act and committed power harassment, continues in his position, it could be seen as, there is no rule of law in Hyogo Prefecture, so it would be honorable for the governor to step down of his own accord." Naganuma Tatsuya, Yamamoto Kosuke, Ono Kotaro, Gun Yusuke.